Yo, what up, hip hop? This is the Bars Lounge, and I'm your host, Bars Lounge Preem. Yo, so for a week now, T.I. and 50 been going at it. You know, T.I.'s been a lot of diss records. The Sons are getting into the beef, you know what I mean? And all across the internet, I've been looking at comments, I've been looking at posts, podcasts, and stuff like that. And what I'm seeing is that a lot of people have a lot of short memory and revisionist history. Hold on, let me explain. What I mean by that is T.I. is saying that he's protecting his wife Tiny, right? That's why he's getting at 50, right? Because 50 posted the picture. And that's what King is doing, and that's what Damani's doing. And they're all getting at 50 because they're defending Tiny, right? So let me ask this question. If that's the case, and if they're defending Tiny, right? In 2013, Gucci Mane dropped a tweet where he said he wanted to do some things to Tiny. Right? Where was the diss records then? Where was the anger and the outrage? Where was T.I. coming out? I'm not going to say nothing about the kids because they were young at that time in 2013. They were a little younger than what they are now. But if T.I. was defending Tiny, then why was he quiet when Gucci Mane said what he said? I'm going to post it in the slides. Slide 1 and 2, I'm going to have these things posted up. Where was the protection of Tiny then? Right? Let's take it back now, even now to 2019. Kodak Black dropped a track called Expeditiously. Y'all remember that was T.I.'s word, expeditiously, right? He dropped a track called Expeditiously. And in that track, Kodak Black also dissed Tiny. Tiny, that bitch ugly as hell. I don't even want pig. Where was T.I.? 2019, the kids were a little bit older, so where were they? They were rapping and they were doing what they were doing. Where were they to defend their mother at that point in time, right? So I asked to say, why all this energy and all this heat for 50, but when Gucci Mane and Kodak Black did it, everybody was quiet, right? Nobody seems to be remembering this. It's like I said, either you got short memories and revisionist history, you know? So, hey, I mean, don't come at me greasy in the comments. I'm just putting you on to things that happened already. You understand? And I'm asking questions. I'm asking the question, where and why were the diss records for Gucci Mane and Kodak Black? They weren't there, but they're here for 50. Why? I want you to let me know in the comment section. Peace.